From CNBC, advertising group suspends brand safety net after Elon Musk's antitrust lawsuit. This is huge.
It is.
This is GARM. GARM started in 2019 as part of the, in part to help advertisers avoid having their promotions show up alongside content they deemed harmful. The Global Advertising Association said it is suspending the operations of a unit focused on brand safety 2 days after Elon Musk's company X sued the group, alleging it organized an illegal ad boycott. The World Federation of Advertisers, WFA, confirmed Thursday that it would halt its nonprofit initiative. This is basically what leftist activists do to control narrative and manipulate people. Well, Rumble also joined the lawsuit, and now it has been dismantled. With Elon Musk buying X, they cannot contend with such a massive multi-billion-dollar platform filing these lawsuits. So, look, we can thank Elon for buying Twitter, turning it into X, bringing free speech back to certain degrees. There's certain things that are still bad on the platform, but I think Musk's doing a really great job. And then there's more than just your right to speak on the platform and getting your account back. For instance, Carl Benjamin back on the platform after Elon Musk bought it. Now, at the global stage, these advertiser boycotts and this woke machine is failing. Rumble joins in. More companies are now able to push back. They say ex-CEO Linda Yaccarino said in a post on X, "This is an important acknowledgement and a necessary step in the right direction. I am hopeful that it means ecosystem-wide reform is coming." So, huge news. I mean,
this is also a loss for the WEF.
I mean, yeah,
because they were affiliated with GARM as well. It was one of their co-projects.
The ad boycotts, the adpocalypse, is how they suppress voices they don't like. They try to remove your ads. They did this to Tucker Carlson. He had something like 16 advertisers, and then they started attacking his advertisers. People started getting scared of the activists and pulling out. Now the tide is turning, and the advertisers are this is not even advertisers. These are activist organizations. Advertisers don't care. They want to sell products.
This is a cartel. That's what this is. And the cartel is doing, and they're doing a protection racket, right? It's a shakedown. They go and they say, hey, we're willing to bring all of our advertisers who have all signed on to these rules. And if you are going to play ball with us, then we'll bring our advertisers. But otherwise, we'll tell all the people that signed on that they're not going to be allowed because they've gone into binding agreements under this. And now it's dismantled. So that's good news. Doesn't mean it's going to fix the problem overnight, though. There's still going to be people that are demonetized. There's still going to be platforms that are going to struggle. As long as they can hold out long enough, then maybe these people come back. But
I think that's the problem, though. I mean, for X, there's a lot of cash flow and you have the attention. But if you're a smaller organization that's trying to start out, having a coalition of people saying we're going to block advertising from your platform is, completely detrimental. In fact, it could be fatal to your business.
And they've named specific people, too. I mean, they went after Louder with Crowder. I mean,
we actually have this story. This is from today as well. MAGA supporters call on X call for Dunkin' Donuts boycott. Go woke, go broke. Dunkin' Donuts told Rumble, according to the story, they said, to be honest, I would. I'm assuming they're emailing Chris. I would be opposed to showing up on the current version of the platform. The right-wing culture on the site is too polarizing from a brand suitability standpoint. Redacted. But we are open to continuing discussion as the site evolves. I am sorry to share that because I want to help. That's a lie.
That's a shakedown.
Rumble has a lot of right-wing podcasts on it. That doesn't mean much. YouTube, and there's a bunch of platforms that are far left. Rumble has street league skateboarding. They've got a bunch of skateboard stuff. So how about this? Dunkin' Donuts says, if our ads only appear on your skate and sports and gaming stuff, we're cool. We don't want to be on the political stuff. That's totally normal. Instead, they were like, we won't advertise with you at all for this. So now people are calling for a boycott. But here's what's interesting. Apparently, this was specifically about Louder with Crowder. They say, let me read. They say, Rumble hosts a variety of controversial right-wing figures, blah, 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 controversial. Pavlovsky claimed Duncan specifically wanted Rumble to drop right-wing political commentator Steve Crowder. It's Steven Crowder. It's not Ruble, it's Rumble, and it's Pavlovsky.
You know what the sad thing is?
Really dedicated to this story.
Yeah, no more, again, editor problems. The thing that's really sad is whenever you have, if you run an online business, you can opt out of advertisers that are going to bring you. Like ad agencies will come to you and say, hey, we want to advertise on your podcast, on your program, whatever it is. And you'll say, okay, cool. Listen, I don't do metal sponsors. I don't do political advertisements. I'm not interested in sports or gambling stuff, online gambling. You can actually tell them, hey, these are the things I don't want to hear ads from. And vice versa. The advertisers can say, I'm not interested in political podcasts. I'm only interested in girls in in bikinis playing video games. And like, there's a ton of that on Rumble. So you can pick what it is that you want to go and advertise on. Like you said, you can be very selective about how these ads run. So this is nonsensical. It's a shakedown.
I do think it's really funny that the reason Rumble reached out to Dunkin' Donuts is because the sponsor reads and ads on Rumble that they oversample coffee. And it's because coffee is an easy product for people to sell for merch for their brand or whatever. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people, you name a brand, they've started selling coffee. It's an easy product to sell. So if you've got
it's
a
consumable,
podcast,
it's every day.
Everybody loves coffee.
Yep.
The reason we launched coffee is partially why we have Cast Brews, partially because coffee is easy and everybody loves coffee, but it's also because we want physical locations. So the actual intent was we bought a building first. We were trying to open up a coffee shop. It's taken a year and a half. Permits are moving forward. We're really excited about this. And so we're like, we'll launch the website and sell the coffee first. That way we're sponsoring ourselves. Mm-hmm. This is what most people do. So Chris is like, people on this website sell a lot of coffee. Let's go to Dunkin' and see if they want to advertise here, because everybody who's like watching these shows, they buy a lot of coffee. It's over indexing. And Dunkin' was like, nah, we don't want to go where people buy coffee, which makes no sense.